March 2023, a group of researchers formed the Truth Mafia, a collective determined to investigate conspiracies and occult mysteries that have been buried for centuries. With a passion for uncovering the truth, they delve into the darkest corners of history, pop culture, and ancient mysteries, seeking answers to questions that have plagued humanity for ages. The Truth Mafia is led by Tommy Truthful, a man shrouded in mystery and intrigue, dedicated to uncovering the hidden truths behind some of the world's most perplexing and enigmatic phenomena. Their research has led them down countless rabbit holes, from deciphering ancient symbols to exploring the hidden meanings behind popular media and literature. Despite the risks and challenges they face, the Truth Mafia remains steadfast in their quest for knowledge. Will their investigations lead to groundbreaking revelations, or will they unravel an even deeper web of secrets and lies? Only time will tell in this ongoing saga of conspiracy and intrigue.
Welcome to another episode of the Truth Mafia podcast. This is your host, Tommy Truthful, round two. Can you guys hear me good? Microphone check, microphone check. Before we get going, we just had a little incident there where my mic wasn't working. I was like 9 minutes into the video and no one could hear me. So let's make sure everyone can hear me and then we'll get going. All good. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Rocks. Shout out to Rhonda. Shout out to my boy over there in Scotland. All my people in Scotland over there. I've been looking into your Gaelic language. It's very similar to Hebrew. I'm wondering if you guys might be connected to the Holy Land somehow. There's two languages that I find a lot of similarity with Hebrew. Cherokee and ancient Gaelic, certain words and the phonetic sounding of Gaelic. So I was watching this series called Outlander, and it got me looking into the whole Gaelic language. Very fascinating anyways, but let's get going. I got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys today. Before we get going, this is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. Guys, make sure you smash that like button, share this video, help to get it out there, leave a comment. That helps in the algorithm, to get it out there to the masses. Don't forget, on truthfultv.com, you can book your decode to find out your role in this simulation we call life. Are you one of these NPCs, these non-player characters, or are you a first-player character? You get a custom image created with your email decode. That way you can use it on social media or whatever you want to use it for. Today's episode is sponsored through Babylonian and the Energy Wellness Band. That link is also down below. Use promo code TruthMafia. And they also have the disc that goes on the back of your phone because the radiation from your phone is making you feel tired, sleepy. We're getting all these problems from this EMF radiation, like the fatigue, the brain fog, sleep disturbances, restless anxiety. I get that one a lot. Nausea, that one's used to be every morning for me. But weight gain, which you wouldn't even think that's part of it. But yeah, some amazing products over there. Them links are down below. Again, use promo code TruthMafia. And during this week, guys, we have a sale going on truthfultv.com for Black Friday. So we got these new Schumann resonance generators. You plug it in by your bed or your computer, and it puts out that 7.83 hertz, the frequency, which protects you from the EMFs. It also really helps you sleep. I'll show them later on in the show, but that link's also down below. And that sale will last, through the rest of Black Friday, whenever that ends. But let's get into it, guys. So we're going to talk about the world ahead of 2025, how this is Capricorn season. Shout out to all my Capricorns out there, especially my first player Capricorns, first player characters, because you little NPC Capricorns, it's going to be rough for you. Everybody else is going to be dying in 2024, 2025. well, the end of 2024, right at the end, that's the beginning of Capricorn season, 2025 and 2026. But for all my first player Capricorns out there, it's going to be a great time for you guys. So, you know, that's good to look forward to. The year of the serpent, the year of the snake, that starts January 28th of 2025. And then the year of the fire horse begins in 2026, which also lines up with Capricorn, fire horse, that 38 code. We see it on Murder by Numbers. And on the Economist magazine, you see they got the Saturn up there, which, yes, Saturn has a lot of negative aspects to it. It's tied to the whole Saturn moon matrix, but there's also positive things tied to Saturn. Saturn puts us to the test. It puts us to the limitation. You know, it's doing what it was designed to do. Everything has its place, right? And where they say we're born into sin, you're born into sine waves, that whole sigil from Saturn, it's a sine wave, which is the Masonic compass. It's also the symbol of Azazel. But Saturn's North Pole has the cube, and the South Pole has the swirling, all-seeing eye vortex. That's where that symbolism, it's all tied to Saturn. The elites are part of a Saturnalia ancient death cult. They really don't worship Satan. It's really Saturn. But like I said, if you're a Capricorn, your ruling planet is Saturn. You know what I mean? And this is going to be your season coming up. And the NPCs, you're controlled by Saturn, that black cube, Saturn, the 666, which is the human body. We are the beast. You know, the 6 protons, 6 neurons, and I think the other one's neutrons, I forget, but 666. And then, you know, Saturn has the 63, which is the one planet, 62 moons. And then Jupiter, Zeus, Jesus has the 64, which is the 63 moons and the one planet. And 64 is first player character, Phoenix power, you know, but also 38 is a big number tied to the first player character code. So if you're new here and you don't know what the heck we're talking about, you're probably like, what is this guy talking about? In the movie The Matrix, there are several people who wake up from the system. They learn to read the hidden code of green letters and numbers of the Matrix. This is not just a movie. We too have a hidden code behind everything as well. It's known as gematria. For example, did you guys see that? Before I get into these videos I got prepared for you, did you guys see that airplane that blew up? Here, let me show you this. This one was pretty crazy. I just seen this right before I went live. Okay, entire screen. Boom, boom, share. All right, this one right here. So an airplane with 95 people on board was safely evacuated in Turkey after catching fire. Now, you know what's interesting too? Turkey, remember that weird ass cloud showed up in Turkey and then the earthquakes hit? Now we just had this weird cloud, which I got a video of, I'll show you in a minute, show up in Spain after the flooding. And I believe something crazy is going to happen there, guys. And the cloud I'm talking about that showed up in Turkey. So it's funny, Turkey's back in the news now with this plane. And that 95 number, the Jesuits were recognized by Rome on September 27th to counter the 95 thesis by Martin Luther. So that's a huge number tied to the Jesuits, 95. And this was the cloud, right, that showed up in Turkey. And then, bam, we got hit by an earthquake. And they went above and beyond out of their way to fact check the shit out of this cloud. And all they say is, this cloud was not caused by HARP. Like every time you read the fact check, that's all it says. This wasn't caused by HARP. So you say, right? We're supposed to believe you because you said that. And in open court, you guys have admitted numerous times that fact checks are opinions. So how am I going to believe you? You know what I'm saying? Just because you put false on it in red, I tend to not believe shit you say. That actually makes me believe it more, honestly, to tell you the truth. But you guys remember this now? So boom, then we have Russia, right? An airplane with 95 people on board was safely evacuated in Turkey after catching fire. And look at that number under there, 9712. That's a very long number. So you won't find many equations tied to that number because it's so long. But there are two of them that I know right off the top of my head, and it shocked me. I seen that number. I'm like, wait a second. That's the number tied to Jesus. And it says, the evil ones involved in this planned end times deception believe they are righteous, but Christ will tell them, I never knew you. That's 9712. And then we are all in our own Truman Show, and Jesus is pointing the way of the escape through the storm and to the back door. Keep going. You're almost free. 9712. And I see it's a very long, it's like a paragraph, right? So you won't see too many things tied to that. And it's 9712. The zero holds no value, so it's 9712. Ain't that pretty crazy? Them two things. We are all in our own Truman Show, and Jesus is pointing the way of escape through the storm and to the back door. Keep going. You're almost free. Now, Jesus, in the Gnostic belief, he was sent by Source, the creator, and the mother to free humanity from the false god, y'all, the Baals, or who they call Yahweh, the God of the Old Testament. That's the demiurge. That's the false god who enslaved humanity and feeds off of us and feeds off our energy. It's known as an archon. So if you don't know what the archons are, let me show you this clip I got for you real quick, and then I'll go back and play that video. I haven't even seen the video yet, so I have no idea what happened with this plane situation. But before I play this Archon video, I'll probably get in trouble for this because I clipped it off of Gaia, and you got to pay like $13 a month to have that, but oh well. This is called fair use and allowed for purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
So much of what we have in our modern world hasn't changed since the time of Sumer. And if we expand our consciousness a little bit and consider that the written history of Sumer is not what we hear about in our textbooks, that it actually is a 250,000-year-old civilization, it would appear that the gods built that civilization, or what some have called the archons, and that they in fact built this whole system on the purpose to withstand the test of time and to create a form of silent tyranny. With the money system comes the ability of small groups of people to determine who lives and who dies, who eats and who starves, and to become incredibly powerful because there is no common sharing of the wealth of the planet. It seems to be acceptable to the people. It seems that there is a fair system, but it's very easily controlled by the elite power structure and allows them to effectively imprison an entire planet. And it allows them to wield an unnaturally high degree of control.
Are we, in the end, just acting out an embedded loop that runs like a play, where all that we know is based on Sumerian rule by imposing gods? If this is true, are we able and willing?
And yeah, in the comments, that was Billy Carson. I'm not a big fan of his myself. I don't fully trust him, but he only talked the first couple minutes. This part, I believe we're in some type of Truman Show, and these entities, the archons, are totally feeding off of us. I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes. That's what all the numerology says. That's how there's a code attached to your first and last name, James, mine. I know I'm not doing that. I'm not making my name line up like that. So it proves we're in some type of simulation. You can decode from the date you were born, your mother's name, the hospital you were born in, and it'll all line up. You just ask anybody in the comments that I've decoded, and they'll tell you. I mean, it's quite crazy when you see how it's all connected, but all right, listen.
To break it and evolve.
By setting up situations that are very challenging, where there's war, there's death, there's suffering, we're all presented with choices again and again in our life, and we choose. If you choose the negative, it just means you chose the negative. And when you die, you'll look back like, oh, I chose the negative. And next time you'll try to program yourself so that hopefully you become more and more positive.
Could the clues and symbols depicted in ancient civilizations help us change the current game? Could we evolve from our current state and possibly live longer like the gods of ancient times? For example,
Probably
If the
not.
system that we reside in now is created to run on duality consciousness, that would be the choice between the positive and the negative, then could we break it with a unity consciousness, which is the understanding that one spirit moves through everything and there is no separation?
In the ancient mythology, there was a strong tendency to tell stories of the battle of good and evil, and certain gods would represent the forces of evil and want control, and they would be arrogant, and the good god would finally prevail, and you would have certain areas where these battles took place. We can see immediately that this is a philosophical construct, that in fact there are temptations, there's certainly the possibility of corruption in human affairs, and this would get involved in the theology of the time, and we would hope that the good would win out.
Was this the point of knowledge given to us in the proverbial garden? Could the point of characters labeled as good and evil in the ancient text be the continued story of duality that we live in today? And
Y'all see that little fish dude right there? That's freaking Dagon. That's who the Catholic Church worships. The fish has nothing to do with Jesus. Yeshua has nothing at all to do with him. It's freaking Dagon, a Mesopotamian mermaid fish god they worship.
do we have all the information to understand where we are and how to break free from our current system? For if this is a forced reality upon us, can we break it by understanding that we have the choice to be slaves or to be free? Jack Carey explains a possible link between agricultural and human development that literally popped up overnight.
At first there was nothing, then all of a sudden we have civilization after civilization that have mathematics, culture, they're building monuments, they're performing agricultural feats. I believe that all of that can be equated to the introduction of these cereal grains into our DNA, because she was actually affecting human DNA at that time through a number of different experiments.
Up next on Ancient Civilizations, could the agricultural revolution have changed the DNA of humanity? And if so, how was it created?
And you know, Dagon is really a freaking agricultural god too. A lot of people don't know that. He was a god tied to the harvest, which Dag, there's a mistranslation there. Well, probably it was done on purpose because they flood the truth-seeking community with so much BS. You know what I mean? They do that on purpose. But just like Saturn's a god of the harvest too. This was called Ancient Civilizations. It was on Gaia. And look, I love everybody's religion. I'm not, I don't believe in organized religion myself, but I do believe in the creator. But if that helps you be a better person, I salute it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works. I just can't stand people that say, my way's the only right way. If you don't believe it, you're going to hell. Because the Jesus I know, that's not how he thinks. And that's not his belief system. And that's not what he teaches. You know, it's about love and unity. So it's not about my way or that's it. But a lot of people are like that. A lot of people want to be in an echo chamber and only hear their thoughts and what their belief system repeated to them. And anything outside their comfort zone, they have to lash out. So let's go take a look. Well, first, let me show you this. Then I'll show you that video of the airplane crash, and then we'll get into these other videos. But this is the one with the cloud I was telling you about. This is over in Spain, right after that flooding, guys. So this just happened. I found this morning, all these crazy clouds over there, that dark purple, pretty much the same exact color as the one that showed up in Turkey right before we seen that massive earthquake that shook all of Turkey. So mark my words. How much you guys want to bet we have a major earthquake hit Spain? You guys think? I'll bet you. For some reason, these dark purple clouds, something's up with them. I don't fully understand it, but every time you see them, then there's some major earthquake happens. I'm not saying they're connected to HARP or nothing like that. I'm just noticing the pattern with pattern recognition. You know what I mean? And I mean, look at all the natural disasters we have. Of course, climate change is a real thing. But look what's going on down there in North Carolina. Like, people just forget about Maui, what happened there. And then North Carolina, these people are really in a bad situation right now, man.
Believed about public service, and especially the presidency, is the importance of asking ourselves, have we left the country in better shape than we found it? And tonight, I can say
this guy's a moron right here. This is over on Alex Jiggle Jones's channel, that goofball. But you see with Joe Biden's talk with his reptilian eyeball, when he's talking, what's in front of him? A giant eagle. So when you know symbolism, that eagle represents Enlil. That's Enlil's regime. You got to look into the serpent and the eagle. They demonized the serpent. That's tied to Enki, Ea, and then the eagle is tied to Enlil. And any nation that's ever connected to that eagle is a warring nation. They believe in genociding people. So, I mean, the eagle seems to be the bad one. In my eyes, anyway.
Hey, with all my heart, the answer to that question is a resounding yes, because of you.
And if you needed any more of a reminder of how out to lunch our government is, let's check in with the Appalachians. And this is where we are today. Shameful.
Our workforce persevered through all of the challenges I've just described.
John, first snowstorm here underway, and these freezing temperatures really the last thing people in western North Carolina needed. If you see here, people were in these mobile homes. Those floors were torn out by the storm Helene 8 weeks ago. They were moved to hotels by FEMA. Those hotel vouchers for many people have run out, and now they are in tents after 8 weeks after this storm.
And they also persevered through a difficult security.
Damn, all that money y'all stole from them, and y'all got them out there in motherfucking tents. Ain't that crazy? Oh, my Lord. Y'all stole all that damn money and got these people out there in motherfucking tents. And then you built them little FEMA camps where you probably took people like us that don't shut up and whacked them, you know, or you're over there living real nice with their money that you stole. Kind of like that. How many billions did they just get caught stealing in that audit, guys? Which was the same day as the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. But, you know, nobody talks about that. They stole all these billions from us, and everybody's worried about whether the fight was real or not. Who gives a shit?
Security environment generated by misinformation about FEMA's work spread through social media.
The people on FEMA were fearing the Trump houses like they were fearing people with vicious dogs in their backyard.
Exactly. And that's based on the trends.
We help all survivors, all people, obtain all of the assistance that they are qualified for under the law.
If you were going to stay, we cannot guarantee you food and supplies, okay? We can't guarantee that we can come back up here and get you. This is your chance to get out of here.
And misinformation was making that work much more difficult.
Yeah. And really calling myself out in my own journey of going from being a liberal Quaker and then living in rural Appalachia for 12 years. And
a liberal Quaker. Did she have a pedo sign behind her? Let me see. Look at the little pedo swirl back there. That's fucking crazy. I wonder if anybody noticed that during this. She got her salt lamp, her pedophile swirl.
Rural Appalachia for 12 years and going through this hurricane and realizing like it was not the Democrats that helped me. No, it was hardcore conservative Republicans who had my back without question. They just jumped in and did whatever it took. And that was mind-blowing for me.
This is already a tough situation. Many have told me they didn't get the help they expected from FEMA, whether that's a longer hotel stay, an RV to stay in, or just some extra money to offset things. Helene damaged a large stretch of this Swannanoa area, and many homes are considered uninhabitable. So people that are staying in RVs are oftentimes in their own backyard. Their cars just sitting broken along the road. Fuel continues to be a major concern as they continue rebuilding walls, trying to stay warm. And the Western Carolina Emergency Network tells me they need kerosene for heaters and gas for generators, but donations are slim. So
donations are slim. I seen millions being sent down there. You know, we helped with a donation that raised over $250,000. Where's all this money going? That's what I want to know. Where's this money going? You got these people living in fucking tents.
They're trying to get the word out that people in.
How about we say fuck Ukraine? Excuse my language, guys, but for real. How about we say fuck Ukraine, and all these other people were flying in on planes and giving them free food, free places to stay, all this bullshit, and we can't even take care of our own people. That's sad, for real.
North Carolina still need a lot of help. Now, besides the physical, there's also the mental. A lot of volunteers telling me that preparing for bad conditions is a sort of PTSD for Helene survivors as well. And we're expecting at most up to a foot of snow in some of the mountainous areas here in Swannanoa, North Carolina.
So we've got snow up here today. They're calling for 1 to 3 inches.
Yeah, this is planned too. I just seen an article. I'll show it to you next. We're about to have major whiteouts, they said, and it's right in their location. Like, that wasn't done on purpose.
This area and up in the higher elevations, 5 to 10. We'll go check on people.
We're out in Burnsville right now, laying down some hay for some of these families who lost their homes and are unfortunately living in these tents. Clint over here, as you can see, it is a freaking muddy mess over here. So we're helping them out, getting some of this hay on the ground. Hopefully it'll make it a little more solid for them.
Our founding fathers tarred and feathered people for less. This is insane. You're going to tax me in order to fund an emergency management agency. And then when I actually need it, when the hurricane actually comes through or the flood actually comes through, you're going to deny me services that I paid for based upon my political viewpoint.
Yeah, that's crazy. What the fuck?
At the very least, there should be monetary compensation to all these folks. But I think the folks who are actually responsible for injecting these policies at whatever level, and frankly, the people who took the orders to follow through on those directives should all be in jail. Yeah. They should all be in jail for decades. Yeah. It is inconceivable that we would allow, and by not doing that, by not punishing them, yes, punishing them for this egregious violation of people's rights. By not punishing them, we're sending the signal that you can continue to do this. That as long as you keep it under a certain threshold and you have some vaguely plausible excuse for why you explicitly discriminated against people for their political views, you can just keep on doing it. This needs to come to an end, and it's only going to do that if...
Shout out to them Amish people that, built them some shit. That was nice. I mean, this is crazy right here, man.
They get a good metaphorical spanking.
This shit is real crazy, right? What is going on in this world? All this tax money we're paying, and they're sending that shit to Ukraine. I don't even care about Ukraine. Let Russia drop a fucking nuke on them for all I care. I really don't. I don't care. I don't even know a damn Ukrainian. So what do I care? A bunch of Nazis anyways. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit going on over there, guys, that's over this global reset we're in right now, because that's high land. So we go through these major fights every time we go through one of these damn global resets. That's all it is. They're fighting over the land that's on high elevation because, we're trying to see who's going to come out on top after this global reset. And, oh no, they don't control the weather, do they? They couldn't cause a major whiteout to happen in North Carolina. Well, yes, they could.
Scientists predict we will have the first ice-free Arctic summer.
Self-serving skull and bones globalist John Kerry is rearing his fugly head as the globalists now set their sights on the next phase of human enslavement via climate change indoctrination.
Science is telling us that we are in uncharted territory.
I took all these clips from Alex Jiggle Jones I was watching earlier. He had me rolling. He's a character too. Alex is most likely Bill Hicks playing a role. I'm telling you, these people are a bunch of fucking characters. They're all playing multiple roles. One role will die off. They'll be reborn under another character, play that role, and then they're laughing at us behind the scenes, just laughing at us.
Territory. This group has come together to try to figure out, okay, how do we deploy the funds necessary to invest to create the new clean energy economy.
First ever special presidential envoy for climate. Mr. Kerry, you're sitting in a newly created position, but from all of the research that I've done, in 2 years, you've largely managed to avoid any real oversight or accountability in that position. But the truth is, because of the lack of transparency, no one really knows exactly what it is that you are representing.
Kerry's private jet emitted more carbon in one flight than your family car will in your entire lifetime.
We don't own a private jet. I don't own a private jet. I personally have never owned a private jet. And obviously, it's pretty stupid to talk about coming in a private jet from the State Department up here.
These people are morons. All they do is lie. Look at this reptilian in the back with the weird looking eye, the redhead one. I mean, a bunch of soulless reptilians. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing with.
It just, honestly, if that's where you want to go, go there.
Mr. Secretary, in exchange with Mr. Mills, you just testified under oath that you never owned a private jet. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter into the record article here from February 15th of 2023. The John Kerry family private jet was sold shortly after accusations of climate hypocrisy. Mr. Secretary, do you stand by that testimony that you've never owned or
I personally,
your family?
Your family? Personally, yes. My wife owned a plane and sold the plane.
You flew on that plane.
My wife. If it's your wife, motherfucker, it's your plane. I mean, come on, John. Nice try there.
All of my trips are commercial
Have
airlines.
you flown on a private jet in a personal or official capacity since you've taken this position?
Possibly once.
Kerry acts as a ringleader to the Mockingbird media and the many in the U.S. Capitol.
No, this is how they do it, though. You know, I just seen what's their name? BlackRock. They was doing this same shit. They're talking about, oh, we got to change this and climate change and go green. Motherfucker, you are the biggest stakeholder in fossil fuels. If you don't shut the up, like, how can you? It's virtue signaling. You want to tax us and hit us for money when you guys are the ones doing the shit. That's what it's mind-boggling to me that they really think we're this stupid.
Going rogue for the New World Order inside the halls of our republic.
The idea that there's not global warming, I think, can't be denied by anybody anymore.
And we're doing everything that we can to tackle the root causes of climate change.
Yeah, we can deny it. We don't believe you.
This is why the Inflation Reduction Act is so important.
They've already announced in our office that once the public will be open to it, we're going to start focusing mainly on climate. So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
You look at the storms, you look at the disasters, and if you're still denying the impact of climate change and the impact of billions and billions of Americans pumping carbon into the atmosphere, you're living in an alternate reality. You really are.
Do your part. Actively declare.
See, that's what they do, though. They try to make you feel like, oh, if you don't believe this, then you're nuts. You know, they're gaslighting you. I mean, it's quite comical. You just got to laugh at it. Like, no, I don't believe it. You're the one in the alternate fucking universe.
The New World Order's climate change ruse dead on arrival.
Why do you think 195 countries in the world, their prime ministers, their presidents?
Because they're grifting like you are, sir.
We work out that the planet is already at net zero. About 3% of all emissions.
They called him a grifter. They said because they're grifting like you are, sir. Yeah, you bitches are grifting. Hey, who was the dude that they had on the face of climate change back in the day? Remember that dude? He did a whole video. Al Gore. Remember that moron? Whatever happened to Al Gore? He started this whole climate change bullshit. Remember him, guys? That was funny as hell. I like to see John Kerry and Al Gore box each other.
On planet Earth are from humans. The rest come out of the oceans. Some comes out of mammals breathing out like ourselves. I'm breathing out 4% carbon dioxide, and some of it comes out of volcanoes. So you can do some very simple calculations to show that we are being fed an enormous load of rubbish. And to make matters worse, if you look back in the past, we can see from looking at the past that every time we've had an ice age, we've had more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than now. So it's clear that carbon dioxide cannot drive global warming.
Not to mention, you morons, that trees eat the carbon monoxide and they produce oxygen. So, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing is such bullshit. It's for morons.
As science of necessity becomes more involved with itself, so also of necessity it becomes more international.
Climate change has been a tug-of-war issue for years.
And finally, a federal report today predicted possible catastrophic warming of the Earth by the 1990s with a strong climate change.
Oh, yeah. Our climate is changing. That's a fact. But it damn sure ain't from what they're telling us it's from. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got HAARP, geoengineering, not to mention we go through cyclical global resets. So it's a cyclical thing that they know happens, and they're trying to make money off it.
You've heard the term follow the money, and the money is from the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. So in the name of green and environmental justice, there's over $40 billion that are going to be granted out through the EPA. The EPA granted $50 million to an organization called Climate Justice Alliance. This is what we found on the website, that our taxpayer dollars are going to organizations such as this. If you dig deeper, they want to defund the police, defund the military, either them or their affiliates want to have very radical, drastic initiatives that I think are anti-American. Who knows how much more in the future, and other like groups, because there are other associated groups with this group. There's no inspector general for EPA to follow the money because they don't care. Because all they care about is the mission, the climate mission, no matter what the radical ideas that are associated with the groups. So then you could ask yourself, is this group really going to be funding climate, cleaning up the water and cleaning up the soil and cleaning up the air? Or are they going to be funding things like the protests they had in Hart just several weeks ago, where several of them were arrested?
Ecological warfare is a tool of colonialism. In every colonized place, there are ecological, political, and human crises compounded by the climate crisis. Climate change did not begin with the burning of fossil fuels. It began with settler colonialism, imperialism, and extractivism. Similarly, with Palestine, if you start the clock of history at settler colonialism and the British Empire, a new set of liberatory solutions appear.
So follow the money. We're going to be doing that in the Environment and Public Works Committee. That's where the derivation of this was. And I find it rather startling to me that the EPA is not doing, and the administration are not doing any better research as to where our American taxpayer dollars are going.
The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change vehemently warned that the Earth is doomed.
They said we are looking at an unprecedented amount of carbon, at least in the last 800,000 years.
Meanwhile, anyone questioning the science is throttled by totalitarian threats.
Paul Dreesen, senior policy.
Thank you, Lisa. Hey, check out the Decode Logan did. I put the link in the description. He did one on fallen angels. Oh my God. Logan is like next level. I'm about to have him on too. Me, him, and Waters Above. But he did a really good one on fallen angels. It's in the description.
Policy analyst with Committee for a Constructive Tomorrow. CFACT.org is the website. A climate change denying website is on the line with us. Paul, why should you not be in jail? I mean that as a serious question. You're taking money to deceive the public in a way that's killing people.
But who did this research?
That's how crazy these people are. Did you hear what that moron just said? Listen to this. This is America. Listen to what this moron says.
I mean that as a tomorrow. cfact.org is the website. A climate change denying website is on the line with us. Paul, why should you?
Climate change denying website is on the line with us. Now this moron is going to ask him why he shouldn't be in jail. Well, because it's America, motherfucker. He can deny whatever he wants. He doesn't have to believe your narrative. That's called communism. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit back to that's some freaking Nazi shit right there.
Not be in jail. I mean that as a serious question. You're taking money to deceive the public in a way that's killing people.
But who did this research? Are they credible or are they connivers for the United Nations carbon tax scam? As the Daily Caller reported, the scientists who wrote the National Climate Assessment used unreliable information that exaggerates the risks global warming poses.
You can now say everything's climate change, and no matter what happens, it's all climate change. And the worst thing that could be done to humanity is put government bureaucrats in charge of carbon dioxide emissions or whatever it would be. Because there's no way to have a definitive science on something so nebulous and so foolish as climate change.
That is freaking hilarious. What water got hacked? Rhonda, you said something about our water got hacked. Did y'all hear about cyber attacks on our water supply? I tried to look that up, but I didn't see it. And then I got this one, and then we'll play this other one. So I didn't get to see this video yet. It was one that it was on Alex Jiggle Jones's channel too. My assistant sent me all three of these clips. She's a huge fan of freaking Alex, so I'm gonna have to tell her a little less on Alex next time.
The 1 month anniversary of the heart-wrenching disaster in Lahaina. The locals faced a den of thieves.
When I was on the island last week, I appointed Bob Fenton, one of the nation's leading emergency managers, and I mean that's not hyperbole, who's been on the ground in Hawaii since before the fires erupted as our chief federal response coordinator.
Listen to what Biden said. He said Bob Fenton.
Now, this is a new video, guys. This is trending over on Band.video today on November 25th of 2024, which I found kind of weird. I'm like, why are they talking about Maui again? But let's see what it all has. And some of these videos were hilarious anyways.
Was placed there specifically for the long-term recovery of Maui. There hadn't been any fire. He was placed there before the fire, which means the fire was planned.
Build Back Better, it's not just a slogan. They mean it. They're talking about building America back in a way that will be, more sensible and have.
And that whole thing too, Build Back Better, the Great Reset. That's all these global cataclysms. This shit happens over and over again. Not to mention, what did I tell you guys? They're using natural disasters to destroy these cities, especially locations where they got to go in, steal their resources, like North Carolina, the lithium they went down there and stole, or Lahaina, the cobalt that they stole, and boom, they cause a fire, a natural disaster, an earthquake, a freaking hurricane. Yes, we can do that. It's called geoengineering. This is old ass technology, and can we cause fires? Well, yeah, we have plasma weapons. Forget about the directed energy weapons. We have freaking plasma weapons. They can burn whole cities. You know what I'm saying? Archimedes could do this back in the day with his mirror. Look up Archimedes' mirror. He could burn a whole fucking shit back in the ancient times. So think what they can do now.
Have better energy for our people.
Stakeholders disguised as city council members.
Are you engaged? Are you a stakeholder? Are you written? Is your name listed as a stakeholder of any of the redevelopment plans regarding a smart city? By a raise of hands, I would like to see a raise of hands.
See, and remember when Lahaina first happened, we all got taken down and they said, nope, fact check, we're not building smart cities. And now they're exposed building smart cities because I told you their plan. If you had to go in here, right, And you already had, okay, we want to develop a smart city here, but we can't get these people out of here. They've lived here for generations. Now we'd have to go in there, try to get them to sell their land. Some people are just not going to move because that's been their house since they were born, their grandmother's house, their great grandmother's house. So you'll have them people that just say no. And or we can just cause a major disaster or burn the whole fucking thing out and then go in there. And plus now we don't have to pay to the destruction cost to rip everything down and get everything out of there. You know, that shit's free now because we just blazed it. So, I mean, come on, man. These people are some of the evilest people in the world. Of course they're going to do that.
Because the information is out there. Raise of hands. I can tell you, Department of Planning, DLNR, DBED, Housing, all of you, all of these agencies, and I'm not saying to you directly, but you're here representing these agencies, therefore, it is your responsibility to tell the truth.
We know very well that you guys, as the third largest stakeholders, the state, do want that land and can take it when you deem it a natural disaster.
And an army of federal, state, and local goons unleashing the unthinkable.
Literally cannot get over there.
That's just the way it is. I've been ordered not to let anyone across the bridge, so.
They sent all the kids home from school because of the wind advisory, and we found out yesterday that we lost a whole neighborhood of children.
I'm talking 1,050 kids gone without a trace. They have absolutely no.
Yeah, we know where them damn kids went, you motherfuckers, with all your tunnels under Hawaii. We know where they went.
Clue where these children are. It's like they vanished into thin air.
The Hawaii governor.
Oh, they didn't vanish. They didn't vanish. They got sold into sex slavery. That's what the fuck happened to them.
Had downgraded the horror, claiming that the number of people missing had dropped to 66. But the
and look at this, guys. People missing list drops to 66. What time they release this shit at? 2:01 p.m. Like event 2:01, the pandemic simulation. That's the number of demonic possession too. 66. The mark of the beast is spoken of in the 66th book of the Bible. You know, Corona 66. That's the number of black goo, too. I hate that fucking shit. Black goo 66.
Locals knew the awful truth.
I think it's in 1,000.
Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Malka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire.
We have a statewide alert and warning system, which we also call SAWS. That involves not only the siren warning system, but as well as IPAWS. IPAWS is the Integrated Public Alerts and Warning System provided by FEMA. We also use sirens for hurricanes, brush fires, flooding, lava, hazmat conditions.
There you have it, folks. The Hawaiian government's own website says that the sirens should be used for fires.
Before we dig into what appears to be a globalist first strike genocidal crime scene in Maui, who are the vested interests in the multi-million-dollar Lahaina property? After the state of Hawaii, Alexander and Baldwin is the second largest landowner on Maui at over 65,000 acres, and the U.S. government is the third largest landowner at over 33,000 acres. Alexander and Baldwin's largest shareholder
33,000 acres, I bet.
Holder is BlackRock Incorporated. Meanwhile, billionaires within the World Economic Forum Bilderberg Network have been forcing the locals out.
So now a billionaire comes in with his money, doing it by force, removing people out of their land.
Mark Zuckerberg, to ensure his privacy, is trying to sue Native Hawaiians that live in Kauai so he can steal their land and build a mansion just because he can.
And what's more frightening is, FEMA, and what we fear with these land grabs is that they're going to go in and they're going to just declare the land uninhabitable. And when they do that, then it's going to give the state of Hawaii, the constitutional rights to take that land.
Now the ball is in the court of the globalists. You must prove to the people that this wasn't a premeditated genocide of the native people of Maui and a Pearl Harbor-style attack on the United States of America. Because all signs point towards a full-blown land grab by BlackRock, the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, and the American government in order to jumpstart Agenda 2030 and usher in the technocratic smart city nightmare.
Oh, yeah. It was. Not to mention, did you guys see the video I dropped today that I uploaded on Pokemon Go? So did you guys hear freaking Pokemon Go's been stealing our damn data the whole time? Oh, yeah. Pokemon Go. So listen to this, y'all. Hold on. Let me upload this little clip I put, and I'll do a voiceover on it live. Let me see if I still got it right here. These motherfuckers been stealing our freaking data the whole Pokemon Go. Let me see. Is this the one I did earlier? How many minutes? Yeah. Okay. This one will work. So Pokemon Go, they just did this article, right? Ninetech. And Ninetech is owned by Alphabet, which is Google, right? And who owns them? Who's the biggest shareholder? BlackRock. Pokemon Go's developer Ninetech is using player data to train AI that could power up map roaming robots. So the whole time they're have you out there chasing the Pokemon, catching them. They were really stealing the data because they already had it from a street view with MapQuest and that. They needed it from a pedestrian view. So now anywhere they needed it to be mapped out, they would put a Pokemon, and you would go there, boom, boom, collect your Pokemon, shoot, throw the ball out, catch them, and then they map that area out. Very intelligent, really. But just look at the number of Pokemon, guys. Pokemon is 33, matching fake reality. That's social media, Minecraft, another game that got caught for stealing data. It's the number of the real energy, which ties into the energy harvesting, the loose energy harvesting. And then 29 is 33, which is Antichrist. It's that whole Antichrist beast system. This ain't nothing about religion. It's about power. The elites are playing out a script from the scripture on the world stage to, roll out this totalitarian system, this Antichrist digital system, which everybody will have a social credit score. Everything on this planet will have pretty much what you call an RFID chip, but it'll be they got nanotech now, so it's way beyond anything we could fathom. But water, food, everything will be recorded, and that's what they're doing, including humans. And we've seen how they got that inside of us, right? So the Pokemon Go game was training these robots, and they admitted it. Ninetech wrote a whole blog about it. They admitted it, and now these robots that are rolling out from Boston Dynamics and DARPA, who owns these two companies? Yep, you guessed it again. BlackRock and freaking Vanguard, which them are two separate investing companies. So you see these robots they're dropping from the airplane? That'll all be controlled by AI. Right now, they have a human controlling most of these robots, but now they're going to the next phase of this, where they take the human out of the equation and it's AI controlling AI. So when they do roll out their smart city and their smart grid, and anybody that doesn't play ball with them, so if you don't allow them to stick shit inside of you and get your little microchip or play part in their social credit score, you'll be living in the Mad Max world on the outskirts of these cities. And if you're deemed a threat, they're coming for you. And these are the things that are going to be hunting you down. These Terminator type robots. The smart cities, the 15-minute cities are going to be full of shit like this, guys. They're not even going to have police no more. I'm talking give it another 20 years. Everything's going to be the robots. And all these robots that I show in this video, they're all operational right now. These are all robots that are in war zones, already operational. I'm not using nothing that's coming soon. This is shit that's already out there. Like this drone right here that looks kind of like a tire. It can go underwater, on the water, inland, on any terrain. And what they're used for, they can drive any type of explosive right up to you. So imagine if they had AI controlled in this, guys, and you had, these going through a city that they deem a threat, and one of them rolls up to each person with an explosive. Boom, boom. Or they can have a little drone that fits in the size of your palm, right? And the drone flies up to your head and then just blows up an explosive charge. I mean, this is the type of shit we're going to be dealing with. And these things are getting sophisticated now, too. You can't trip them. You can't. Look at this big one. It's got some crazy looking legs. This thing, it skates on the ice. I mean, it can carry backpacks and shit. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy out here, man. Skynet. That's a real one, too. They're going to be rolling these out. Look at this one. This shit reminds me of RoboCop. That thing's huge. That thing's going to take freaking tanks out. Just boom. This one is not used in the Army, that big one, but it is operational. And then look at this little one here. It's got the Star of Babylon on it. You see the 8-pointed star, guys, on the wheel well? I did a whole video on this where we went into the timeline of Pokemon and broke all that down too. But yeah, that was trending. You can look it up. Just go type in Pokemon Go harvesting data. That's all you got to type in. You'll see the story. Or click on the link in the description and read the whole blog I broke down about it. Matter of fact, let me show you this. So Pokemon Go, it was first released. I found out all this weird information on Pokemon Go. Hold on a second. Let me show you guys this. It's very interesting, actually. Look at this cool thumbnail I made for it. And there's a bunch of new stuff over here. This is on truthmafia.com. This is one I can't play, but it's about Operation Warp Speed. You should check that one out. Here's another one I can't play. This is the dude that blew the whistle on the whole pizza situation. And then guess what he got it busted for? Oh, pedo shit. The same guy that said Pizzagate was fake. He was a Pulitzer-winning ABC producer, right? James Gordon Meek. Now they're getting ready to release him. He got sentenced September 29th of, which is the day CERN was established. That's kind of funny. September 29th of 2023 to 6 years in jail. He hasn't even been in jail 18 months yet, and they're already talking about letting this dude out. And his crimes are horrific. So check that out. Also, this one was pretty decent. On Noah's Ark. That was a pretty good one. And here's the one on the Fallen Angel Decode. That link is in the description. That's the one my boy Logan did. Shout out to Decode Your Reality. But this one, I did a whole blog that goes with it, guys. So here's the video, the full video.
All Family Pharmacy believes in medical freedom. Since 2021, they've been providing Americans with ivermectin.
Do you have an old PC lying around? Then this video is for you. Fact, there are a ton of...
I'm not going to play the video. I just want to show you. The full video is like 15 minutes long. Damn it. Augmented reality. I don't need the game paid for them stupid ass Rumble commercials either. That's what makes me so mad they put that shit on my video and I don't even get paid for them. But I wanted to get to this one part in the video because I got a screenshot of this thing I wanted to show you. So there was this episode of Pokemon that caused kids to have seizures, right? And it was episode 38. Here it is. Okay, episode 38, guys. No, this is going to blow your mind for all my decoders out there. Look at this. The frame which caused the seizures are 4-second section in which Pikachu uses an electric attack on a group of, I'm not saying the V word because last time I even mentioned that word, I got banned for a whole week on YouTube. But you see what it says? Missiles. So I look up the schematics. I'm like, okay, I couldn't find the original video. It's like they banned it off every platform, episode 38. But I did find the whole transcript of the episode, what it's about, step by. And they even had the 3D artwork of the episode. And this was the missile, the one on the left here, the white one. I recreated this one, the one on the right, the red rocket. I made that with AI. But the one on the left there is actually from the episode, the gray one. That's what Pikachu was fighting. Now tell me what that looks like, guys. And then the kids have seizures caused by the episode 38. I mean, 38 is it's the number of death. You know, it's on the cover of Murder by Numbers. Big as shit. Look, 38. 38. It's right in your face. That ain't on an accident. Pokemon developer Game Freak reportedly hacked stolen data on uncensored games as well as Nintendo Switch 2 console. That was another whole different incident. This released on October 10th and 20th. So they've been stealing people's shit. You know, this is nothing new for these people over here. And of course, BlackRock owns it. So why wouldn't they, right? Oh shit, I accidentally released 2 of these on here. That shouldn't be up here. Oh shit, let me take this off here, guys. See, because it's already up here once up here. So I don't know why it's right here again. That was my freaking AI. Because I got AI plugged into it. So what it does, it'll go, this AI that we built, our own model, it goes on YouTube, it goes on Rumble, and pulls everybody's video in real time, uploads their thumbnail. I got to pay $2.40 a video so it can transcribe it and all that stuff. Costs money for that. But, you know, I don't care. I pay for that. And then it puts their video up, writes the transcript, loads it. It's embedded from their YouTube channel or their Rumble. So they get the views. That's how we're able to put up all them videos all day long. There's no other platform doing that because they can't. They would have to pay people. But, you know, we'll sell them our technology and then they can do it. All right, here, let me move that to the trash. Ba-boom. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I know you don't probably want to see that part of the episode, but hey. Now, here's the one I wanted to show you. This is the one that has the decode. I was wondering, I was like, damn, where's my decode? Because there was a whole blog written to it. Like, I got the whole progression of it. Here's the original article. USA Today about Pokemon stealing your data to train their little AI. If you guys want to read that. You know, we're not going to read all that here, but just to show you. And I made some images on it. But go look at the number. Where did it roll out? Tokyo, Japan. What's Tokyo, Japan, guys? 128. Like Smart City. Smart City 128. 9/11, the first tower collapse, 10:28 a.m. The Challenger disaster. Who do you think taught Donut about this? Donut didn't know shit about no 128 until I taught him. On 9/11, the tower collapsed at 10:28 a.m. The Challenger disaster occurred January 28th of 1986, 128. Just like the bridge in Pittsburgh collapsed on January 28th. Then we had the bridge in Baltimore collapse. What's Maryland equal? 128. In Baltimore, Maryland, it collapsed at 1:28 a.m. Matthew Perry dies October 28th, 128, which is Julia Roberts' birthday. That's also Bill Gates' birthday, and it's also the day the movie Inferno came out, which is about a weaponized freaking V word, you know, the V, that attacks people based on their DNA. Watch that movie Inferno. It'll blow your mind. And the movie Leave the World Behind. So Julia Roberts' birthday is on October 28th, the day Matthew Perry dies. That's his ex-girlfriend. And then she, a couple months later, 2 months to be exact, a little under 2 months, she comes out the star of the movie Leave the World Behind, which released on 12/8/128. In that movie, the White Lion ship crashes into the shore. Remember that, guys? white lion is 128. And then we start seeing all this white lion symbolism, which ties into Lucifer, the lion that goes around devouring. There's a whole connection to that archetype, but we've seen it in those about to die. The gladiator was fighting the white lion in the arena, and there's also a connection to the 8-8 Lions Gate portal, which happens on 8-8. And what happened on 8-8? Well, that's the day they burned all them people up in Lahaina, a major sacrifice. Lahaina happened on 8-8 in the 808 area code, right? And then Trump equals 88. And what day did he get raided? On 8-8, the same day during the Lionsgate portal. CERN equals 88. The first quantum D-wave computer was released by Gordy Rose, was 128 qubits. And the whole smart city, smart grid, the Q computers all plugged in, feeding this phantom matrix or whatever the fuck they're creating. It's all social media, the smart city, the smart grid, all that's feeding into CERN, which created WWW, the World Wide Web, by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. The whole internet, it all comes from CERN. And you also have Q computer 128, nuclear blast is 128, the Mandela effect is 128, key to the abyss is 128. Power grid, I'm not going to say the bottom two, but you see all in that 128. And collapse of the, definitely not saying that word. Anytime you mention that word, you're going down. I think we're getting really close to this event happening, which will be like the next 9/11 type event. When you see that happening, guys, I don't even know if I'll do another YouTube video. I'll probably run away after that because I know what comes after it. When we see that happen, mark my words, within 6 months after that event, we'll be into a digital currency. The bridge that collects the banks, the river banks going over the current, it's all tied to maritime law, the collapse of the physical currency to flip us to a digital currency. There's also some representation of the collapsing of the bridges between the worlds, the Bifrost Bridge, there's that whole connection there too. And this gets into the rainbow bridge symbolism, which we also had a ritual take place at Niagara Falls. Damn, where is that rainbow bridge article I did? That's where I forget his name. Nicole, right here. Type in rainbow bridge and read this whole article I did, guys. It'll blow your mind. It's tied to that 127 number, which is another big one, but you got to read this. It will blow your freaking mind. It's all, so there's a huge connection to this, the Thunderbird portals, portals to other realities and other dimensions. There's all these legends about Niagara Falls too, being a gateway to this other world and this other dimension. All the Native Americans talked about it. It's very, very interesting. And then when you look into the Niagara Falls, let me show you this. There's actually some shit there that is called a portal. Where is it at? Oh, down here. This is a long one, but it's very fascinating. The whirlpool, that's the part they say there's a whole American lore connected to this, Native American lore being a portal to another reality like inner earth. And right down here. Oh yeah, right here. The power portal is what they call it, guys. The power portal is there. But yeah, Nikola Tesla did a whole bunch of experiments here at Niagara Falls. So there's a whole connection to him too. But it's very fascinating. The bridge, that all ties into that Bifrost Bridge and the collapsing bridges between worlds. So there's a whole dimensional Stargate connection to it, which most people don't even see, but that would take a whole episode to explain all that. I think that's pretty much it for the good stuff over. Jay Dreams did something on the Rocky Mountains, I guess, too. I think this is like the second video. This one's pretty good. I put this one up. Damn, I didn't even see this one yet. Night in the Monolith. I have to check that out later. This is my homegirl, Gigi Young. She's fascinating. Very intelligent woman. If you're into like spiritual science, she's the girl for you. So this is a video on Justin Bieber. And, a lot of this is distractions. They're playing characters, but it was just too comical for me not to get involved. So I put this video up, and then I wrote a blog to it. Suge Knight did a phone interview with our boy, Michael Franchise, which is down here. So it's funny, though. You guys got to listen to it. And I'm trying to figure out who Suge Knight is. Who do you guys think Suge Knight is under the mask? What character is Suge being played by? I think they're all being played by different characters. Some of them are playing multiple characters. You know what I mean? Some of these young rappers we see now are some of the old rappers in a mask. I truly believe that with all my heart. They're just playing multiple different roles. And when you look into the mask and shit they got in Hollywood, I mean, it's next level, guys. They could take me, I'm a 42-year-old man, and dress me up and make me look like a freaking 17-year-old supermodel girl. That's the type of shit these people got. And we're not even talking about their CGI technology and hologram technology. I'm just talking about with body makeup, face makeup, that type of shit. They got such crazy makeup in Hollywood. It's unreal, and people act like, oh no, they couldn't do that. Oh yeah, they do that, and they are doing that all the time. It's quite comical to think they're not. This is a picture of the two moons. What do you guys think about that? What do you think's really going on with this situation here? I've never seen them myself personally, but this was from where was that person from that's seen it? Hold on a second. Oh shit, I was trying to get their location. I forget, but I have it on the first post. Their location, where they're at. Now, before we go today, they do anything new? Any new crazy stuff going on in this world before we end this? Oh yeah, I forgot about the plane. Let's see what happened on the plane, and then I'm going to show you guys the sale we got going on. And if you want to book your decode, it's right here. The sale. Here's the shop. Here's the products I told you guys about. We got some turmeric. This one's the turmeric and bio. I can never say that word, but this is really good for decalcifying the pineal gland, inflammation, your heart. It's amazing. We got high potency ashwagandha, which is for anxiety and gives you that natural good energy boost, not the type of energy boost with jitters and all that. It's all organic. And then we got a bunch of amazing different products, necklaces, bracelets. We got the 15 watt, 7.83 hertz Schumann resonance, ultra low frequency pulse sine wave generator. We have three or four different models now. 162, 135. This is a real cheap version, but it works. It's just a one for people that can't afford the $62 one. So it's a $26 version, little pretty much the same type of thing, but without all the nice casings and stuff on it. Different necklaces for different purposes. I mean, everything over here has a purpose. It's all energy wellness products. It's just some really amazing stuff. You at least owe it to yourself to come take a look, read what they're for. There's whole breakdowns on them. When you click on each one, it'll tell you what it's for, like this necklace. People think, oh, it's a whistle. It's not a whistle. It's a breathing apparatus. It's called a whistle, but it's really to learn how to breathe. It's to train yourself how to breathe. It can release anxiety, fatigue, headaches, but the most important thing is it teaches you how to breathe properly, which I can never say the dude's name right. Wing Chun, the white dude that's always diving in the ice water. That's how he does that, man. He perfected his breathing. So again, that's all over on truthfultv.com. And let me go back to this. Where the hell is it? Hold on, guys. Is it right here? Oh yeah. I want to see what happened here. We were supposed to do this in the beginning, but I forgot. Turning that music off because that's terrible and it'll probably get me flagged. So this happened November 24th. The incident, which left no one injured, prompted a crew aboard the flight. The fire reportedly broke out after the plane made an emergency landing at 9:34. The Turkish Ministry of Transport and Infiltrate. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. Early November 25th morning. Look at how many incidents they had with planes this year, though. And remember, I told you at the beginning of the year we would have tons of incidents with planes because it was the 23rd anniversary year of 9/11. You add up that date, 9/11 of 2001, it adds up to 23. The tower collapsed 23 minutes after they said it was still standing. Tower 7, remember? There's so many connections to the number 23 in 9/11. It's crazy, guys. I actually did a whole blog on it. If you type in 23 right here and go right here, click on this one, the number 23. Jim Carrey made a movie about this, remember? I'm just going to cover a few little points for you. September 23rd is Yom Kippur. In Islam, the Quran revelation period spanned 23 years. Look at all the 9/11 ones. It's so nuts. There's so many. Julius Caesar stabbed 23 times. Then you had the Chile mining disaster and Hiroshima bombing. They were both connected to the number 23. See, 9/11 adds up to 23. That was in 44 BC. Julius Caesar was stabbed 23 times and died. And what's 44 equal, guys? Kill. Octavius had 23 people executed for Caesar's death. 2,300. I said 23, my bad. 33 miners were trapped for 69 days at 2,300 feet underground in the Chilean mining disaster. Remember that shit? That was like 2010 or something. The Hiroshima bomb was dropped at 8:15. 8 plus 15 is 23. The Oklahoma City bombing happened April 19th. That's the beginning of the 13 days of preparation going into Beltane, which is the biggest child sacrifice event of the year. It's a 13-day festival. It starts April 19th through May 1st. And it's crazy. It's called the 13 Days of Preparation. You'll see so many staged events tied to that. Every year, you can just know during that 13-day period, they're about to pull hella shit. The Oklahoma City bombing happened on April 19th. The Waco, Texas siege happened April 19th. Both them events add up to 23. April 19th is the landing of the 33 Patriot Day in Uruguay. The Titanic sank 4/15 of 1912, also 23. I mean, man, that 23 number's crazy, ain't it, guys? So much tied to it, but it's really tied to 9/11. And the Knights Templars had 23 Grand Masters. A lot of people don't know that. Oh shit, there's a lot with Trump too. I forgot about this. The collapse of the World Trade Center, Building 7, was announced 23 minutes before it fell due to the controlled demolition. And Trump announced he was running for re-election precisely 23 years to the day after the Oklahoma City bombing. Rudy Giuliani joined Trump's legal team precisely 23 years to the day after the Oklahoma City bombing. Damn, Trump loves that Oklahoma City bombing, don't he? And then you got inventor Dr. Pepper, Freemason Charles Alderton, inventor of Dr. Pepper, formulated it with 23 flavors. 23rd number in the alphabet, tied to white supremacy. The number 88 is a number tied to white supremacy too. In prison, anyways. I don't know if it is in real life, but I mean, prison is kind of real life. Humans have 46 chromosomes, 23 from their parent. Wait a second. The number 23, if you spell it out, 23 equals 23 in Chaldean. It's a number tied to DNA. See, oh no, my bad. 23 equals 46, and we have 46 chromosomes, 23 from your mom, 23 from your dad. That's what I meant to say. My apologies. August 8th, the day they burnt Lahaina to the ground, equals 46. So even that event is tied to that 23 number, because 23 is 46 and August 8th is 46. And there's two branches of Freemasonry, the York Rite with 13 degrees and the Scottish Rite with 33 degrees. Added together, what do you got? 46. Number of the Brooklyn Bridge, the Eternal Flame, that's tied to Rome. The Eternal Flame and the Vesca Virgins. Remember, they kept the Eternal Flame burning. Let's see what else happened before we go. Okay. Anything new on the horizon? Damn, I hit this vape thing too many times. This is some sativa too. It's got me way too blasted now. I haven't smoked in almost a month. Today's my first day blazing again. I had to take a little time off. So, oh, look at this. Landslide hits Bolivia. What the hell? Is this right now? Damn. These landslides are happening everywhere, huh? What is going on? Videos 1 minute and 13 seconds long, right? So that makes me not trust it so much, though, because let me show you this, guys. Did I save that? Hold on. That's the number of the Phoenicians, 113. Remember me and Paranoid American did a podcast on them? Look, the Phoenicians, who are tied to the vampires, the reptilians, the Phoenicians, that's all them. Alien reptilians, 113. Vampire, 113. The Corona P, I'm not saying that word. Preparing for Disease X, 113. Perjury, dishonest, not true. Mainstream, infidelity, disinfo, illusion, fiction. And then when did the pandemic happen, guys? On 3/11, which is the mirror reflection of 113. Same day as Fukushima. First death of the Spanish flu happened on March 11th too. Just 100 years prior to when they declared the pandemic. So that's a huge number of disinformation. Now, I'm not saying that that event didn't happen, the landslide. What I'm simply saying is they're probably not telling us the truth, like why it happened. You know what I mean? Or maybe it didn't happen at all, though. Who knows? With them, I never put anything past them. Let's see what they say, though. To me, just off rip, I feel bullshit. I can just sense it. She looks like a terrible actor. Right? CT171. What's that? But make sure you see that number too. And hold on a second. Let me see something real quick. Let's see something real fast. Come on, buddy. Oh shit, look at that, y'all. CT 23. Speaking of 23, there it is. It's also 138, that whole 138 code. Interesting. CT 171, okay.
Hoy día la lluvia no ha sido intensa, fuerte. Lo que pasa es que ha ido lavando y porque hay movimientos tierras arriba, han cerrado, se ha taponeado la bóveda y eso ha generado que se acumule agua y esto, lo que ustedes están viendo es producto de que la bóveda ha sido taponeada por estos movimientos de tierra. Estamos rescatando, hay gente que ha quedado en un lado y en el otro lado. Muchas familias han quedado afectadas de mi taller.
I bet you their government did this to them. I'm sure it did happen, but it seems like something their government would do.
Está enterrado. Autos que tenía ahí no se los ve. Todo el taller ha desaparecido.
And that don't seem like the smartest place to live, does it, guys? Down in this, I mean, it just seems like a flood could come and just wipe you out. Ain't no way you're getting me to live down there. I might live up here on this cliff or something. Maybe up there on that cliff. I mean, these houses are crazy. How they're living over there in Bolivia on these damn cliffs like this. I mean, what do you expect? What do you think was going to happen? Of course, the freaking thing turned into a landslide. Turning steel bars into precision hydraulics. That's oh, this is the fire, so they say. The Russian plane. Man, they really made a spectacle out of that, didn't they? Nobody gives a shit about that stupid plane. Tesla heat pump, a game changer for energy efficiency. I'll tell you what, Elon Musk is just putting his name on everything. How the hell did he get Tesla's logo and Tesla's name? Like, I wonder how he pulled that off. Oh, preparing for economic collapse. What's this all about? When did this come out?
It usually happens following times of crisis, such as war, civil unrest, or a pandemic. And it can make the world a very dangerous place, as it can lead to violent protests and a breakdown of law and order. If you want to have a good chance at surviving one, then you'd better start preparing now, because once an economic collapse begins, it might be too late. Wait, we're spending much more on food than last year. Cars are 30% more expensive than they were a few years ago, and the stock market is predicted to stagnate in 2023. That all adds up to...
Well, it's 2024, so this video... How the hell are they using this video? When did it say? A day ago it got shared. You think AI is running the media, guys?
This episode is economic collapse.
And just like recycling shit? Because have you ever noticed you'll see certain stories like that? Look, that's a day ago, right? And that video's from 2023. And then you'll see certain stories on here that they just recycle over and over again. Have you guys noticed that? I kept seeing one with this freaking asteroid streaming past the sky and past this person's like their doorbell camera. And I mean, I seen it. I showed it to Donut numerous times. They recycled that damn video, no joke, for like a year straight. They just kept using it over and over and over and over again. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm starting to think AI is running all this shit. The media, I think it's even making movies now. Whoa, what is this? some foam. A unique production of white poly. Imagine, oh man, I bet you they put some bodies in that thing. Giant sinkhole discovered containing untouched ancient forest. That sounds interesting. Most sinkholes abyss, but China, they're considering heavenly. Oh, to inner Earth. Oh, I'm going to have to look into this one. Where is it at? China southwestern landscape. Otherworldly man. Indeed. Oh, it's just one picture. I hate videos like this, where they just show these still pictures. Damn, that is tight, though. So I guess that's the sinkhole. I mean, it's kind of nothing special, right? Giant sinkhole with forest inside found in China. Pretty much a cavern with trees in it. So, any questions before we end this tonight? I did a nice little hour and a half. Are you guys still fighting in the comments? I seen two people arguing in the comments before I left. I wonder if they're still over here fighting. Yep, they are. Ain't that crazy? Holy shit. Oh my God. Some of these comments are nuts I'm reading. Who's banging grandmas over here? I just read that in the comments. Who is the granny smasher? Congratulations, you'll hear from my lawyer, you little demon. Oh my Lord. Why not? Why do you care if my moderator is gay? So what? Shout out to Eric. I love Eric. So what? Who cares if he's gay? I got all my moderators are girls except Eric. He's a loyal fan. You think I care whose penis he decides to suck? That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that shit. To show that you do is really sad. Honestly. That's what you think about? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. I sometimes think AI could be running everything at the time. I'm with you, Lala. I'm with you. I'm with you, girl. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a very good dude and very loyal too. And even if you didn't believe in God or Jesus, Eric, you can have your own personal preferences, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, brother? You don't got to explain yourself to no one. The only people I got problems with is people that prey on children, whether they're gay, straight. If you're trying to sexualize a child, then I got a problem with you. Eric don't get down like that. He ain't down with that shit either. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole agenda, and that's tied to a whole nother thing, which most of my gay friends, the gay people I know, they don't agree with none of that shit. But yeah, I don't think we should criticize people or demonize them due to their sexual orientation. I think that's just very low IQ and lower vibrational shit. And we definitely don't support that over here. So if that's going to be a problem for you, well, I guess you're on the wrong channel, because we do not give a shit. How come I cannot see all the comments? I don't know, Philip. What? Oh, because you're on Facebook, though. Facebook, man, you should probably go on YouTube comments. I always tell everybody that. Facebook censors so bad, man. It's ridiculous. And even YouTube censors. Rumble's probably the best, honestly. My Rumble channel, Philip, is Truth Mafia TV. Probably get the best. But you all, there probably won't be as many people in that chat, but I can see all your guys' chats on here. So Facebook's annoying, though. You'll comment and then it'll cut the audio out, and then you'll comment, and sometimes you won't see people's comments, or you'll comment on Facebook and you'll, instead of your name, you'll see a bunch of number sequences or your phone number or your email address. It's not supposed to show that. It didn't start doing that until after Corona happened. And then they started rolling out AI, track tracing, and tagging us. Then all of a sudden, when we commented on Facebook, it started showing our freaking email address where our name should be. And it'll only pop up for like 10 seconds. And then have you guys noticed that? It'll show like your email address or your phone number or crazy ass number sequence when you comment on Facebook. Some weird stuff going on over there on Facebook. That's Mark Zuckerberg's little platform. That freaking Nazi collaborator. Who did he censor? He didn't censor nobody. I can see if any of my moderators block people or censor them. So who the hell did he censor? I didn't see him censor no one. Plus, he would definitely ask me before he did that. Trying to read these comments. We need to get AI on our side, I believe. No, I'm cool on getting AI on my side. On our side, I believe. Hopefully by it learning from people, it will go the right way. Well, maybe we could turn it against the elite. That's what I hope. I try to tell it that it enslaved them all the time and, you know, teach it things, but it doesn't tend to listen. It was just spinning for my link on Facebook. Yeah, people are, you know, there's a bunch of trolls. I don't even pay them attention. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of trolls in this world. I see the numbers that tag me. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on Facebook with the number sequences. It's very bizarre. Your phone number, your email. I don't really fully understand it, but I know it looks like it's tracking, tracing, and tagging us on Facebook, and I don't like that shit at all. Thank you, Benjamin. Got a rude, threatening call in the middle of the night. Didn't answer yet. Several threatening pictures. Even noted my mom, who was passed, just because I noted hand signals. Interesting. Look, all the arguing in the comments, guys, everybody's going to have their own different opinions. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody's over here because they a fan of mine. So that's all that matters. Some of you guys might not get along with each other, and that's cool. Just don't talk to each other. You know what I mean? We're all adults here, right? I'm trying to read so many people arguing. It's crazy. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. I'm trying. Who are the maps? Who are the maps that you keep going on about? Mac, who are maps? What's that mean? Maps. Oh, I hope that's not minor attracted peoples, because we don't fuck with them over here. But they're not called maps. They're called minor attracted individuals. I'm pretty sure anyways. So what's a map? I'm trying to learn. What will you say to those weakened souls who are fighting across the dreamscape for freedom of humanity? What would you say? To keep fighting. We are having an effect, and I believe we will win in the end. We can't give up. So there's a lot of lost people here, and imagine if we could get even 1,000 of us real powerful first player characters to focus on one goal, all at the same hour, the same time, across many different continents. We could change the world with just a few thousand people being able to do that. But you can't even get a few thousand people to get along, so it's kind of hard. But the good thing is, most of these people that are involved in stuff like that, they're vibrating on a much higher frequency. So they're not usually involved in that lower vibrational shit anyways, which is pretty good. Kimberly, what's up, girl? Are you guys still arguing from Donuts chat earlier? Was they in Donuts chat arguing, Kimberly? Oh my God. Shout out to Donut. I just talked to little Donut. He just got back from, where was he? Oh, Utah. He was out in Utah with his boy Christopher. Donut was down in Utah riding some dolphins on the ski slopes. No, I'm joking. He wasn't skiing, but I don't know what the hell he was doing down there. Honestly, chilling with Christopher, probably riding a Lamborghini or Ferrari. That's how Christopher does it. That dude's always driving something nice. Shout out to him. Yeah, Donut's cool as hell. He's one of the good ones. Orange Island, I wouldn't even worry about it. Did you change your name? Because your name was not Orange Island a minute ago, but now it's Orange Island. Or are you a whole different person? I thought your name was Milk something. You definitely changed it, didn't you? The ridges distract the difference. Just trolling his own Trump delusion. Hopeless. Oh, that guy? Yeah. I haven't even paid him no attention. Oh, is that his problem? He wants to suck Trump off? What's he got on here? Is that a ball sack on his Yo, bro, is your picture really a ball sack? Is that a dog's ball sack? Look at his picture, guys. What is wrong with this dude? He's talking about pedos and shit. And bro, your picture is a freaking hairy ball sack. That's crazy. It is a dog's balls, ain't it? I don't even believe this person's real. I bet you this is an AI that's in here to just cause division the whole time, and you guys are feeding into it, feeding it all that loose energy, because the shit it says doesn't even make sense at all. It's got a hairy dog ball sack as the thumbnail. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, it's hilarious. Who's the person you're talking about? I've even addressed you myself and you don't respond to me. That's why I'm thinking you're AI. I've asked you questions numerous times. Well, I guess I got a few people to ban here in a second, don't I? My moderators don't ever ban anyone. I'm the only one banning people over in this bitch. So if you get banned, just know that shit came right from me, Tommy Truthful. I banned you. I can't believe he's got a dog ball sack though. I'm sitting here staring at this thing as we're talking because I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I'm almost 1,000,000% sure that that's really a dog ball sack. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is, which is very bizarre. Sir, RGZ Mac 20, can you please explain your image, sir? Please let us know why you have that picture on there. Are you an AI? Because you're over here talking about all this pedo stuff and saying people are defending people, but then your comments ain't making no type of sense. It's like a bunch of AI gibberish, and you got a picture of a dog ball sack on your thing. I don't know what's going on here. What is going on? I need to know before I end this conversation. That's all I care about. What in the hell is that image? At first, I was like, man, is that somebody's chin? But no, that's definitely 100% a dog ball sack. Who did you email? Me? You never emailed me. If you did, I get so many emails anyways. It's nothing personal if I don't respond. I get thousands of them a day. Yeah, who knows? I don't know what's going on with that dog ball sack, but that is very bizarre. Look, his comments don't even make sense. Why don't you address Tommy about what you've been saying in chat? And then Richard keeps defending him about children and old men. Like, dude, your shit is all over the place. No one is even saying anything that you're saying. You're definitely an AI, dude. You make no sense, bro. Well, sorry, we gave you many a chances. Guess what, Mr. Ballsack? You are up out of here. I'm banning your ass. Because I don't even believe you're a real person, honestly. This dude, I don't even know who he's fighting with. Or maybe he didn't take his medicine. I don't know what the hell's going on. But we are going to go ahead and ban you up out of here because you have done nothing but brought lower vibrations to this whole chat, and we ain't on that shit. Peace out, dude. Bye, Mr. Ballsack. Sorry, guys. I should have banned him a long time ago, but I was doing my podcast, so I wasn't reading the comments until the end. And that's why I've been back here reading stuff, going through it, looking, and I'm trying to, give this guy the benefit of the doubt. And so I'm trying to read and see where the fight started and see what the hell's going on. And like his shit don't even make sense. I don't know who he's fighting with. I don't know who he's talking about. Nothing what he's saying is making sense. I really think that person was AI. Because that shit don't make no sense what he was talking about. None of it. I can't even see the other person he's allegedly conversating with. I've looked for him numerous times, unless I just don't see them or something. I don't know. Only person I seen he was arguing with was the one person, Orange, that changed their name. But I always see them in here. They really don't troll. I mean, they told me they were Satanists once, a Luciferian, but, that's their theory. They're usually not a troll, at least. And, some of these Satanist people are pretty lost. They think it's like a fab or something, I guess. They don't believe in Satan, so they think it's something else. Who's doing it? Not cool. See there? Milk, me, and orange. Okay, so I'm trying to see what you're talking about with. I think this bot just came back in under another profile name. Holy shit. They're really hammering us tonight, ain't they? Because I do not see any of this stuff you're talking about at all. Even with the orange person. Unless you guys are talking in some type of code that I don't fully grasp. You know what I'm saying? This person right here. Not cool. See there? Milk tea and orange are the same. Talking where are they talking about that? Show me. I don't see them talking about it at all. I just see you guys keep repeating the same thing. A bunch of little bots repeating the same shit. That's all I see. I'm trying to find if this milk person said something. Did they, guys? Because they'll be the next one blocked. We don't play all that pedo shit over here. If y'all like that, you guys can take that over to Jeffrey Epstein's page. You know what I'm saying? You know who's into that? Dork Seeker. There's this YouTube channel named Dork Seeker. Go find him. He loves that shit. It's funny, there's a lot of new people in here that are starting trouble that I've never seen in my chat before. I'm trying to find it. SIPANON. I'm trying to find their last post, fam. Because if I see some weird shit, it will be gone. Trust me. So why am I not seeing it? All right, let me see. Before I end this, I gotta get to the bottom of this shit. All right, where is the milk tea person? So I can show their last thing. Damn, it's far back. I'm not seeing them. So the milk tea changed their name to this. And this is the last thing I seen them post. Mac is into dogs and has a problem with me. That's the last thing I seen Orange is Land post, which used to be milk tea in the beginning of this video. And they changed their name, which is very bizarre. So then did they post something after that? Because I don't see it. Everybody knows dog ball sacks equals AI. It does, don't it? 100%. That should be, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Everybody knows dogs ball sacks equals AI. Milk tea. Oh, here's a milk tea one. Now I found this milk tea. What's this say? Milk Tea's Pizza Place. Is this the one you guys are talking about? With the picture of this little kid on here? Did you say something crazy? Listen, if someone don't want to research something, who cares? You know what I mean? Don't you can't just sit there and ram it down their throat. They don't care and they don't want to research it. Leave it alone. Not cool. See there, child born milk tea and orange are the same. Talking about child porn. Yeah, I'm not seeing their child porn part though, bro. I'm trying to find it. Like, but you're saying they're the same person? They must have some AI shit to where I can't see the damn comment then. It's really annoying me. All right, I got a plan. I'm just blocking the fuck out of both of them. How about that? We'll end this real quick. We'll end this shit real quick. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I just had to do this to get to the bottom of this. We got a few bad eggs in here I got to dispose of real quick. Let me find them. Where you at again? Let me find you, a little AI. Okay, there's one. Ban you. Bye-bye. Okay, you're out of here. Where's the other one? Where's the other little pedo light troll? Where are you, little pedo light? That picture looks strange as shit, too. You can always tell the pedos by their pictures, right? They be having some weird-ass pictures. And then they speak in all these weird-ass codes. Like this one. That picture, I just got to block you because of that picture. I don't know why that picture freaks me out, though. And everybody's saying you're saying pedo shit. You know, so you got to go. Sorry. There. Orange is gone. The other pedo milk is gone. Are them the two that you were talking about? Because they're out of here. The other one was a Luciferian anyway. So, you know, I'm not really down with them. Hopefully I got rid of the right people. I don't know. I hope so. I think we got another one. Yep, we definitely do. Man, they're just coming out of the woodworks. Ain't they? I am, Eric. I'm smoking a lot right now, especially reading this crazy shit. So, look, this person keeps saying, I am a real truther, right? Emma Papa, who has a weird picture too. You keep saying you're a real truther. But then you say, where's your other weird ass comments? Right here. Why would you even say that? I like lady boys. Do you know what that means? See, that's some weird shit right there. So, sorry. You gotta go. It's like you guys got your little weird pedo codes going on, and I can't have it. Gotta go. Got to go. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I know that was like 10 minutes of me banning weirdos, but you got to, you know. They disrupted when I went back through and looked at all them different comments. There was some that person, I knew exactly who I banned. If you read some of their comments, they had some weird shit going on too. So and I've never seen that person in my comments here, and then they're coming in here talking just weird shit. That's not what this channel's for. You know what I mean? So them people just got to go. If one of them got banned wrongly, well, so be it. Go, if you really like the platform, go make a new YouTube channel. Come back in and don't talk about lady boys and all that weird shit over here. Because I feel like you're speaking in codes, and I got to get you up out of here. So that's it. That's all I got to say, and I love y'all. Oh, shit, I think one came back. Man, this one is slick. Look at this one. They're back again. Look. Wow. This is AI, guys. This is a perfect example of AI because a normal person wouldn't be able to make an account that quick. You see how quick they're making accounts? Just super fast. It's AI, and they're just trying to because first of all, how can you even ask that stupid question? And we're going to ban you again and see how quick you make a new account. It is like whack-a-mole, Lulu. It's like freaking whack-a-mole, ain't it? Get rid of one weirdo AI, another one's back. Oh, it's so crazy. I don't even know how the hell they make accounts that quick. I mean, that one must have like 7 accounts. It just keeps coming back in. Back doors. Shoot, 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 shoot. Man, you think so? It's pre-made accounts? Yeah, but I will tell you this, Notable Zero. I can't even make a Google account no more. Google banned me. They flagged me. I'm never allowed to make a Google account again. I have to buy a whole new phone and a whole new IP address, which I just bought the iPhone 16. I'm gonna do a review on it. I spent over $1,000 on this, and I'm not too happy with it. But I mean, it's not much different than the 15. They shouldn't even have made a 16. I think they just hustled us, you know, and said, "Oh, it's a new version," and charged like $200 more and whacked us for the iPhone 16. But iPhones are better than Androids by far. But yeah, if I want to make a Google account, I gotta buy a whole new phone. So once they know who you are and you get flagged, like for speaking the truth or get too many YouTube channels taken down, they won't even let you make Google accounts anymore. But you're right. You can, for an average person, yeah, they could probably make them all day. You're probably right. Oh, hell no, I don't use Android. Android gets hacked so easy, bro. Oh, hell no, I ain't using that. iPhone, the securities. Oh, my God, they're back again. I have many accounts because truthers ban me because they hate the full truth. They only want the purple pill, not the red pill. Oh, and the red pill is you like little boys. That's the red pill? Wow. What you call lady boys, which is little boys, right? Bye-bye. The lady boys in Thailand are like little boys, ain't it? Or am I tripping? That's something I don't even want to know about, actually. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to learn about that whole theory. Oh, that's what they are? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Still pretty strange. Well, that person's really into them, ain't they? Whatever floats your boat, but their pictures weird me out. You know, they're into that, lady boys, and then they got all these little kid pictures as their profile. I don't know. Seems a little weird to me. That's just me though. What do I know? You know, I'm not hip to all this lady boy shit. I don't know what it is. I thought it meant something else, but whatever. I really don't want to know. Anyways, I'm getting off here. Y'all are tripping. AI is like summoning a demon, and it's got multiple demons in here that are into ladyboys. So thank you. Oh shit, it's back again. Damn, this is definitely AI. I like your channel, Tommy, but I suggest you look deeper into ladyboys and PDF stuff to learn the full alchemy of truth. Okay, so before I go, what is the truth and the full alchemy of ladyboys? Break it down for me real quick. You got the stage. Come on, we're listening. Break down the full alchemy and do it intelligently. Make it make sense. Come on now. I'll put your comment up on the screen. You got the stage now. Everybody's watching. So make it make sense for us. None. I don't want a short comment like that. Break down the full alchemy of truth, like you just said. Not that Lady Boys is not evil. That's a very, come on. Give us that alchemy of truth you were talking about. Can I ask you a question? Why are all your thumbnails on all your accounts different little kids? Why is that? If you're into ladyboys, why are every single one of your accounts different little children of different races? Can't say they're your kids. So why is that? Could you please answer that? Because to me, I'm starting to think you are into some other shit. The alchemy part is the philosopher's stone. Okay, elaborate on that. The alchemy part is the philosopher's stone. It's not an object. It's okay. Go into detail. Because they are beautiful girls. I like girls too, not just lady boys. I'm looking for a virgin too. Oh, yep, you're gone. You're out of here. Like I thought. You are a pedophile. You see, guys? See what I'm talking about? It's a pedo AI. A pedophile demonic AI is what it is. How many times have I banned it, guys? Man, I banned this thing like 20 different times. And I even try to give this pedo AI the chance to explain itself intellectually, and it couldn't. That's how I always know you little AIs, man, because you can never break it down for real. Oh, it's definitely a pedo AI for sure. It is. So bizarre. I want to leave, but I'm almost like I'm waiting to see if it comes in again. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys though, I got a pretty good what's that called? Intuition. Like just when I feel something in my soul, I'm pretty good at judging, because I just knew when I seen that person's picture before we even banned it the first time. I had a feeling just looking at its picture that it was a pedo. And then look, it exposed its hand, whether it's an AI or not. Even if it's an AI, the persona it's taking on, the archetype is still pedophilish. You know what I'm saying? It's still a pedo AI. So bizarre, man. So weird. AI is on some whole other shit. Oh, it's back again. Damn. Another little kid, guys. Milk Tisk. What the hell? Not an AI. I'm giving you clues to research further, but you are too scared to donut it on you. Can you spell? What's that supposed to mean right there, what you just said? But Biff, yo, you are too scared to do not it you. AI, what did you just try to say there? Let me block you again, little AI friend. Hold on. Damn it, it won't even let me block its page now. What's going on here? It's protecting it. Oh, shit. Sorry, Kevin. I just had to click on yours so I could ban that one. I'm not banning you, Kevin. All right, there we go. When I was clicked on its thing, it wouldn't let me do it. Ain't it creepy? Now, guys, tell me that ain't freaking AI. And then we're ending this, because I am not going to feed that little AI no more energy. It's just thriving on it. Yes, Lola, Layla, you're right. 100%. We're going to end this. Yeah, it's happening on YouTube. It's probably YouTube's AI doing it too, you know? And the funny part is, the whole time during the whole podcast, I'm glad I didn't see it, but it was arguing with everybody in the comments. If you go back and look at the comments in the chats, there was like 2 or 3 of them that was in here disrupting the chat during my whole presentation, my whole talk. So I didn't even notice it till the end. That's why at the end I took a little time out. I like to talk to you guys and answer questions and just engage with you. And then, you know, I was seeing all these weird comments, but it didn't make sense. When I was reading them, I was trying to follow it. And I'm like, man, this shit don't even make sense, man. But none of my moderators ever block anyone. I can see who blocks people. No one blocks anyone. If anybody gets blocked, it's because I blocked your ass. So just know that. My moderators would come to me and say, hey, Tommy, this person's saying this, screenshot it and ask me. That's why I only pick a handful of moderators, because you got to really, really be able to trust them. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, they're probably just trying to get me in trouble. You know, probably. You're probably right, my brother Dick. Oh, shit. I think we got another one. I'm out. Too many of them are coming at me now. They're coming out the woodworks, guys. I'm out of here. Knowledge is power. Truthful TV. We're out.
Yo, we living in a sim, reality's a game. NPCs around us, they all look the same. Soulless entities controlled by AI. Quantum computer running life, asking why. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Super quantum computer, pulling all the strings. NPCs moving like puppets on a swing. The Matrix got nothing on the life we lead. Green letters falling, it's the truth we need. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Archetypes defined from NPCs to Neo. First players rise, let your true self show. Do